Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all good today. Now in my video I'm going to be talking about Saliba today as he has signed a new deal. This obviously hasn't been announced just yet, but David Ornstein and a lot of quite reliable sources did put a tweet about it, spoke about it, I think about a day or two ago. I've not had a chance yet to speak about it, so I thought I would jump on here for a little bit today, and I haven't been live on my own with you guys for a little bit now, so I thought I could chat with you guys today. To those will be joining the video, I hope you're all good and having a great day. And if you've got any questions, just do send them in. And of course, guys, make sure you are liking, subscribing as well to my channel if you haven't already, as I am getting very close to 4K. And big thank you to all of you for your support. I will now just wait a minute or two just till a few of you have joined, as I will be sharing my screen and showing you guys the latest on Saliba. Obviously for me, I will give you my initial thoughts. I mean, Saliba has always been a player that I have been a little bit worried about him staying at Arsenal. I mean, I always understood at the end of the day, because we've not really been winning silverware. I'd always understand if he wanted to go somewhere else and win silverware. It's just really lovely to know that he wants to be at Arsenal and he is going to be a big part of our future. I think that's always really exciting to hear. So I'm really happy. I will share my screen now. If anyone just joined, be up to Cooper. Good to see you here. I hope you're good today. Let me just share my screen now and show you the latest on Saliba. So yeah, I hope you guys can obviously see this okay. So yeah, this was announced, I think, about a day or two ago. Saliba commits his future to Arsenal by agreeing a 5-year contract. 24-year-old centre-back entered his final 2 years of the previous deal, and Real Madrid, but France, you want to say Arsenal are expected to sign until 2030 in upcoming days. Yeah, good to see you too, Cooper. I hope you're good. Yeah, so obviously this is the latest news about Saliba. I think this is really positive. I think it gives you that belief that we are going in the right direction, because we've also seen players like Gabriel Magalhaes, Lewis Skelly, they've all, Ranieri as well, they've all signed new long-term deals. A lot of them, their deals are till 2030, so I think it's refreshing. I think it's really positive to know that you will be here, because I know Real Madrid have been sniffing around a little bit about him, so I'm happy. Yeah, I agree, Cooper. Great news. It absolutely is. I'm really pleased. So hopefully, guys, we'll hear some more news in the upcoming days about this, because I think it'd be great when it's actually done. I'm really happy about this news. I can't lie to you guys. I think it's really great. I just want to show you as well. Yeah, Masterclass, yeah, Bert's doing great. I'm really happy. I think with the whole thing as well is that, you know, we're not winning stuff at the moment, so you could understand there being interest from other clubs, and I'd understand if players wanted to leave, because we've been competing for a while now, we've not won anything, so I would understand. I'll just go into this article now. Obviously, I hope you guys can see this okay, but this is pretty much what the Athletic said. Arsenal founder signs a new 5-year deal. He's agreed a 5-year deal with the club. It's expected to be signed in the upcoming days. That's obviously just positive news, isn't it? Because we've wanted to hear this. So I don't know when it'll be announced. I assume maybe at the weekend or after our game. The Athletic reporter made Arsenal had open contract talks with him in hope to retaining him beyond 2027. So, like it says here, he had the option. It's like I didn't actually think his contract ended in 27, but that is soon. So I think we did the right thing by extending that. I'll come back and answer any questions. I just want to see if there's any more. So as it says here, Saliba's been subject of interest from Madrid. The thing is with Saliba, like, he's always said how happy he is at Arsenal, and I think I do believe that. And he did speak about new deal. Hopefully, of course, there's nothing new, but there's a good conversation with age in the club. Let's see. I think that's, you know, great to hear as well, isn't it? That those talks have always been quite positive. Big up yourself. Good to see you, Netland's got fan. Hope you're keeping well. So yeah, it's always been very positive of him about him signing a new deal. Um, so yeah, obviously, I mean, I think it's great. I think we'll hear pretty soon about more details about it and when it's announced. I think like obviously you want new signings, you want new players at your club, but I think extending deals with your players have to be up there is the most important thing. I just removed this now. Um I think this is just as important as signing a player. I think you have to make sure that these players do want to be a part of your future. So yeah, I'm really happy. I've not really had a chance to talk to you guys about this, but um for me personally, it's really good news to hear. And we're quite lucky because Gabriel as well, he's signed a new deal to 2030 as well. So a lot of these players do want to stay. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see if any of the other players are going to extend their deals as well. Be it United underscore fan. Do you think Gabriel could leave if Madrid or Barca went in for him? I don't think he would. If you talk Gabriel Magalhaes, let me know which Gabriel you're talking about. But I mean, if Martinelli, I could probably see it happen. But with Magalhaes, I don't. I think Gabriel Magalhaes loves Arsenal. I don't see him ever moving right now. Maybe might move in 2030, which he's been here since 2020, so I'd get that. He'd be here for 10 years by then. But yeah, I don't think anyone's going to leave right now. But yeah, I don't think Gabrielle will go anywhere anytime soon. And I think it's great because obviously Lewis Skelly signed a new deal, when Neri signed a new deal. So it's all looking really positive for us right now with these new contracts. I know there's a few other players. I don't know how long their contract is. Yeah, I know with Tim, but I think his runs out. I don't know if that's 2027. Saka and a good question about Saka. Do you think Saka will sign a new deal? Um, yeah, I don't see why not. He loves Arsenal, and Arsenal's his club, and he's doing really well. I think there's a few things that I do have my worries about regarding Saka is the fact that he he gets overplayed a bit much. His injury record is a lot, and I do worry about Saka. In that injury sense that Arteta could manage him a bit better. I don't ever see Saka leaving anytime soon. I do see Saka leaving one day. I don't expect Saka to stay with us for his whole career. But I do feel interested to see if you were to new deal. I'm sure Saka would stay to 2030. Like a lot of these players, hope Timber can. Timber's great as well. I don't know if by heart all these players like when their contract ends. I would love to see as well if Ben White when his contract ends because I think some of these players you don't really want to run their contract out to you and then not get anything for them. But I'm happy we've got these players here now and they're happy to be here. Do you think Arteta, as much as I can question Arteta at times, as much as you guys might question Arteta, I do think that they want to stay and the reason is because of him. I think as much as we worry about if Arteta can get us over the line, I do think a lot of people, a lot of these players like Arteta and value him and I think that's the reason, but I think we're building something special here. It's just for me the biggest question is can we get over the line with Arteta? The players must believe we can. The players love Arsenal anyway. But yeah, it'd be interesting really to see how it goes. I just don't know. I don't know how we'll do it, but that said, great news to hear that Saliba will sign a new deal. I'm not too sure when this will be announced though, guys. I'm hoping that it'll be this weekend, Monday, in the next few days. But yeah, I looked at this news the other day and I thought to myself, like, I was not expecting that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I wasn't really expecting that because I always had a feeling he'd want to go to Madrid and I wouldn't blame him because Madrid are a great side. Madrid have got so much experience in the Champions League, winning it. I think Madrid are a great side, and I think they've got some great players now. But yeah, I'd understand. I understand if players want to leave. If at the end of the season, if we don't win anything, I'd understand because it must get to a point where you have to move on. It's like I don't ever want any of these players to leave, but it's like when Sanchez was here, we weren't winning. We win FA Cups, but that wasn't enough for Arsenal Football Club. We should have been winning titles, but I never blamed Sanchez for leaving because we weren't really ever going to win a title. But yeah, this gives you some reassurance though that he's going to be here, and he does love Arsenal. So I'm really happy to hear this. Good to see you, Stephen. I hope you're good. Good to see you in the chat. Good evening, Sophie. Hope you're well. I'm good, thank you, Stephen. I hope you're good, and thank you so much for joining my show today. Be up to _fan. Arteta needs replacing if you guys want to win the league, in my opinion. Like someone like yeah. I don't know who the thing is, like, right now with Arteta, my honest views is that I see good things about him. I think he gets some stuff right. We've got a great squad. He's improved some players as well. I remember when Xhaka had that upset with Emery, all of that, and Xhaka left as a player that we respected as fans. So Arteta definitely has improved some of these players, but I think if you're asking me, like, if you look right now at where we are, I do feel as though we should be playing a lot more exciting, better football. I think that we should be doing better in that aspect, and we're not, which is a worry. We've got injuries as well. It's it's all going bad for us. But yeah, I think my honest opinion is that I do agree that I don't think he can get us over the line. I think he's taken us as far as he can. I think he's done a great job, but maybe now is the time. The thing is, can he get us over the line? Because if he can't, then I think we should look elsewhere. But we've got a big season ahead, we really do. Obviously, big up to the chat. If you guys have got any questions for me, you're more than welcome to obviously send them through. I'll happily answer them. But obviously I did want to do a video about Saliba because I've not really done one yet, and I've not had a chance to do one yet, but I did want to come on here and chat a bit about that. But yeah, obviously we've got a big game against Newcastle this weekend. I did do a preview for that, but obviously you're more welcome to ask me the questions. I'll have a look as well when I'm on here to chat about Arteta's press conference. Let me just get that up for you guys. Just give you guys one moment. Yeah, so let's just have a look. I've not actually watched Arteta's press conference. I've no idea what he said, which worries me a bit. But let me just share my screen. Let's have a look what Arteta said. Obviously, I won't read it all, but I can scan through it. So I hope you guys can see this okay. Okay, so share my screen now. Let's have a look at what he says. Yeah, so obviously I do want to speak about this because that is obviously really heartbreaking what happened. Benfica sadly passed away. And obviously I agree with Arteta saying thinking of his loved ones. Obviously that's really heartbreaking. So I do want to say my love goes out to his loved ones and family. Odegaard actually could be available for this game. Odegaard will be training with us next few days. I think Arteta's going to play him. I don't see in a world that Arteta doesn't play him. I think Arteta likes what he likes and he will stick with that. So I don't think he'll be making any changes for this game. I think he'll probably put Odegaard. So yeah, he's available. So there hasn't been a scan on Madueke. It does seem as though Madueke hasn't done his ACL, which is great news, but he is still injured. So we'll have to see. Okay, so that's obviously what we know. Saliba signing a deal. He'll probably announce that quite soon. Obviously not yet, but I just want to find out a little bit more. Okay, let's see what he said about this on if we have the best talent in the league. I know we want to have the best Premier League team in the best team in the Premier League. In relation to every phase, I think the contribution of every player is critical. We start from our front line and the amount of pressure and work put onto the defence end, any goalkeeper. So the team it's a team sport. Everything we do, everyone has a pivotal role. The thing is that he's not really answered the question, has he? He's just gone on about the team. And I do get, like, if you win a league, it's to do with not just one player, it's to do with a lot of players, but it's not really answering the question there. Actually, let's read this. So he obviously spoke about if Newcastle are completely different without Isak. He said no because he wasn't playing against Barcelona, and what could have been the first 34 minutes would have been different. I praise the work that Eddie has done and the coaching staff have done. They managed to create such an atmosphere. They make it difficult when you're the test. We know we're going to be much different than we've been lately. I do like wonder, does Arteta think we've played bad lately? Because I know he would never say that in the press conference, but we have played awful recently. Against Porto, we were so bad. Like, I can't tell you guys. Like, it was just not good enough for me. I do wonder what Arteta thinks about that. I don't know if Arteta would ever say we play bad. Maybe behind the scenes he might, but I do agree against Newcastle we do have to play better. We can't be playing like that. Like the way we played was just awful. So for me, we have to do much better against Newcastle if we really want to have a chance of winning in that game. Let me just go down. I'm not gonna go through everything. Let me just have a look. So on the biggest challenge, facing Eddie Howe's side, he said, a lot of games that you have to dominate when you play against them. Now we have to be ready because they'll continue so rapidly, so quickly. It's a real tense match. We were prepared for that. We know that as well, but increasing especially efficiency to very specific things, I think gives the best chance to win the game. Fair play. I don't have much to say about that. Okay, so talking about Bukayo Saka's contract, actually, there is something here. I would love that. From everything I know, he's a player that's extremely happy and proud to be here and have a role that he has at the club. Things will develop in a natural way like they always do. We know everyone knows that, how important Saka is. Hopefully for us, he can do it. So I think it looks generally quite positive that Saka's going to sign a new deal. Obviously that is what we want to hear, but we are going to have to see if he actually will sign a new deal. But hopefully he will, guys. Hopefully he will. Like I said, I won't read out anything. Big up to Stephen, ringing my guys, coach ringing my guys with tactics. Yeah, God, we weren't great against City at all. I think we were lucky to get a draw against Man City. Actually, we were pretty bad. But good to see you, Stephen, in the chat. Okay, so on the atmosphere at St James's Park, Arteta said it's beautiful, one of the best football atmospheres in the country. As a player, a fan, a coach, you want to live in the atmosphere. They play every single ball with you. It's electric. There's so much support there. It's one team, one city. I think it makes a difference as well. It's a challenging opportunity, so it's a great game to play. I agree with you. I do think that St James's Park is probably one of the most toughest place to go to. I think Anfield's up there, but St James's Park is always so tough. So I do agree actually with what you're saying there. I think it's electric. I think it's like one city. The fans are always up for it. So yeah, I can't argue with that. Let me just scan through a few things. I don't want to read everything. And if you're asking SA to produce more balls over the Martinelli, yes, especially if he drops and puts the balls through, like in City, I will tell him to do it very often. Yeah, that was a great pass, to be fair. Let's have a look at this. I do want to have a look about the injury news as well to see if there is any more updates. So Odegaard looks like he could play in this game. So here, regarding Odegaard's availability, he'll be training for the next 2 days. Hopefully, he'll be available for the game. So as we know, Saka played 63 minutes of a 2-0 win at Port Vale. He says, yes, nothing to report here. I think he played the next games we anticipated. He did well. He feels good to be training next few days, so Saka will probably play. Obviously, Madueke, I don't think he's been tested yet. There's no updates on Hincapié, which is a groin injury, Havertz, knee injury, and Gabriel Jesus, a knee injury. So I'll just come back now, guys. But yeah, it looks like Odegaard will be available for this game. Saka will be available. I did do a preview, but I am happy to come on here and chat a bit about the game. Big up to chat as well. If you guys have got any questions, do drop them in. Make sure, guys, you're smashing the mics up for me and subscribing if you haven't already. But yeah, I've never been to Newcastle before. Newcastle's yeah, I think Newcastle. I think if I went to Newcastle, I'd probably like it. Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to sort of see how we deal with the atmosphere because I think Newcastle is always a tough place to go to. I think it's never easy to get those 3 points. I think it's a tough place, but if we can I think for me, we just have to get a win. Like I don't really mind how we get a win. Arteta knows from what he said that he doesn't really particularly agree with how he said we have to be better if we're playing against Newcastle. So we have to be at our best. We do. Um, I did a prediction. I think I did 1-1. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know how we're gonna play. Don't know how Arteta's gonna set this team out, but um, we'll have to see as well. But obviously, the main topic is Saliba. I'm happy Saliba signed a new deal. If you guys want to let me know your thoughts about Saliba, the Newcastle game. Let me know. I'll be on here for a little bit today, but yeah, I did do a preview today as well of the women's game, so do check that out. But yeah, I'm excited for this game coming up. I'm hoping we'll see Saka sign a new deal soon. Because as I said before, Gabriel Magalhaes has signed a new deal. We've seen there Skelly, Ranieri. I think as well, like, when you see one person sign a new deal, I think it makes you. It feels like if you see someone do it, you probably want to do it yourself. Um, but yeah, I think the squad is going to be here for a while. I think we've got a team that'll be good for at least 5 to 10 years. I mean, it's really weird because I don't expect Gabriel Magalhaes to be here his whole career, but I do believe these players will be here. I know we can have discussions about not playing exciting football and Arteta maybe he should go, but I do generally think these players look up to Arteta and like him in some way. I do think that they believe he is the guy to do it, and it's so weird because he has been so close to getting us over the line, Arteta, but it's just like again not winning any cups at all, whether that's the FA Cup, the League Cup. There's no excuses why we can't do that. Like in these last few seasons, like there is no excuses. Like we should have won something, or won a few things this last few seasons. But I think these players seem to look up to Arteta, I guess, and we are winning. We are going to win stuff. I hope. But yeah, I think it's just really positive news to see with Saliba. I don't know when this will be announced though, guys. I'm hoping that we'll hear it pretty soon. Um but yeah, I'm really happy. We'll have to just see when it'll get announced. But yeah, like I said, a big game this weekend. But yeah, if you guys have got any questions, do send them in. Be up to Gunner 2000 says happy with Sleeper news. Yeah, I think it's just great to, isn't it? I don't think anyone's gonna be unhappy with that. I think it was a great news to wake up to, obviously when we all heard it the other day. So yeah, I think it's refreshing to know that he wants to be a part of our future because with Sleeper as well, like we're in 2025 and he's still got 2 years left, so that tells me that he wants to be here obviously longer than that and he wants to commit to Arsenal, and Arsenal is his home. I know Saliba was an Arsenal fan growing up, and there's pictures of Saliba in an Arsenal top, but I just think, I don't know, things can change when you play football, especially if you're not winning trophies. So yeah, I'm really happy about this news, guys. It's the news that we've all wanted to hear. So yeah, I think it's really good. But yeah, if you guys have got any questions for me, drop them in if you want. I'll probably be on here about 14 minutes, an hour today. I haven't been live actually for a little while on my own. I think it's been a few days. I think my last video I did my own was Bon Matty, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm still annoyed at. But yeah, obviously it's good to see you guys here. And yeah, like I said, I'm happy to answer any questions. To have you guys a bit, I will just show you as well the Saliba news to those that are just joining now. I know there's a few more of you in the chat, so let me just share my screen and show you. Just share it. Okay, so here is obviously the news, which we'll know. I think this was announced yesterday, early yesterday. So Arsenal defender Saliba agrees to a new 5-year deal. Yeah, that's pretty much what it says. I mean, there's some information on the website, but that is pretty much the news, and I'm pretty happy about it. It's massive for Arsenal, not because keeping him, you can still get big money for him. That's a really good point as well, because the thing is, in an ideal world, I would love Saliba to stay at Arsenal to 2030. I would love by 2030, like in 5 years' time, I would hope we've won a league title, maybe 2 league titles, Champions League. I think that's what I'd love to have won by then. So yeah, I'm happy. But you might leave before then. Just because you sign a deal doesn't mean you won't leave. Pretty straightforward salary deal. That's it. Yeah, I'm really happy he's extended his 2-year deal because it did run out in 2027. So yeah, it's nice he's extended, but I do think winning stuff is important. I mean, we've got a great squad now, but we need to always build on that every year. And for us to get the best players, you need to be winning stuff because I don't think a player would want to come to us if we're not winning stuff. But we're a good team now. We've got all the players, so there's no reason why I can't be sat here. There's no reason why we won't win anything. We should win stuff. So hopefully we will. Um, Big up to Stephen. When do Arsenal ever make money on player sales? The Ox is a record transfer club. Yeah, that is so true. I was thinking about that the other day actually. Um, I remember. I don't know how much. Does anyone in here know how much we got for Chamberlain? I will check actually, but that was crazy. We never do good with sales. I do always say to guys like it's hard to get money for certain players like Sinchenko or whoever because they're injury prone and on high wages. But I think for me, it's difficult. But yeah, I think we need to do better on sales. I just want to have a look. How much Arsenal. Oh my god! Right, so guys, with Chamberlain, I completely forgot about this. We bought him for 6.24 million, and we sold him for 35 million. I don't know how we sold him for that much, guys. Like that was crazy, but it's a good conversation. It's a good point to have because I do agree with you. I do think the player sales things like that have to be much better. Saliba is very good. I rate Gabriel higher, just my choice. Yeah, I think I think if one of them had to leave, and I never hoped that would come down to it, if that comes down to it, I would pick Gabrielle. I don't know. I just think they would whoever if it ever came down to it. Like I said, I'm thinking hypothetically, so I hope this never happens. But I just think Gabrielle is more of a leader. I think Gabrielle has been here since 2020. I think we love him. He's been here through the ups and downs, but I think he's made for the big games. Saliba's great. They're both great, but I think Gabrielle. I just think. Yeah, I mean they both can get goals. Like I know when we have those set pieces, they both provide and they both do their best. But I do agree. I think Gabrielle probably had a better season last season as well. Um, do you think about Berta? You keep Saliba. Yeah, I don't think that would have been a problem. I think if he wasn't here, we would have still signed a new deal. I do get your point as well in that what you're saying as well because like Berta's been amazing. Berta's got things done. Yeah, I completely agree with what Stephen's saying. Yeah, good point. Berta's definitely been a positive. I do think he would have signed a new deal. I don't think that would have changed. I think Saliba loves Arsenal. I think he's built some great partnerships, great friendships as well. Um, and you can tell with players if they're happy or not. I can tell Saliba is happy at Arsenal. Um, I just think that I do worry in my mind now because he signed such a long deal. Will he be worried about the success? I mean, I would like to think the success is going to come, the silverware is going to come, but we can never know. I can't tell you guys like will Arsenal win something this season. I hope you will, but um, Steve is someone who does deserve to win league titles. He deserves Champions Leagues. He deserves the whole lot. So I hope we will get to that point. But it's an early season. We do have to give it time. But I'm happy. But I hope we do get to win stuff. I expect them was probably worth that. To be honest, was a respectable fee, but could have easily gone more for him looking at other sales. I think at the time I was so sad when Chamberlain left. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, with Sanchez when Sanchez left, that was a different pain. But outside of Chamberlain, I think he was a decent player. Um, but to me, that seems like a lot of money back then. Ox was definitely worth the money. Just yeah, he had so many injuries. I do feel bad for Chamberlain. It absolutely sucks. There's so many great players that any club. I mean, in football we've had. Wilshire's another one. I feel bad for Wilshere because he's such a good player, but I think it was a real shame he never got to win and he never got to be the player we've all seen him be. Because I remember in that game against Barcelona, he was phenomenal. And I just think to myself, he was so young, had so much potential, but injuries got in his way, and that's so sad. We just don't know what's being promised to Saliba. That's the thing as well, because like when you sign a new deal, I think this with Ranieri, but I thought for Ranieri, would he have been promised certain amount of minutes? Saliba, what have they said to Saliba? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think that's a good point. We don't know. We don't know what's being said. Um, Maybe they've said to Saliba, like, we'll win something, and if we don't, you can go. I don't know. I don't know what they said to Saliba to promise him, because Saliba gets a lot of minutes. Saliba will always play in the big games, but I think with certain players, they probably will get promised minutes, like Ranieri. I do think we're going to see more of Ranieri this season as well, especially that he signed a new deal. Be up to Andy. I'm good, thank you, Andy. Hope you're good. Lovely to see you in the chat. Be up to Natalie. Good evening. Hope you guys are all good. Lovely to see you all here. But obviously, I'm just chatting a bit about Arsenal. Saliba's new deal, Arsenal versus Newcastle, which will be on this weekend. But if you got any questions, I'm happy to chat with you. But yeah, obviously, like I said, I do wonder actually as well who the next Arsenal player would be to sign a new deal. I don't really know. I'd probably say Saka or Timber, but I'm not too sure right now. But Natalie says, good sign, Saliba, and hopefully Saka too. Yeah, really good news about Saliba. I really hope we'll see Saka sign a new deal as well. I don't see there being a problem with that at all, because I think we all know Saka loves Arsenal, and I just think he's very loyal to Arsenal. I do definitely think the players will feel frustrated with the lack of silverware, but I don't think that will stop them from staying here at Arsenal. I think they'll still be happy to be here. I do think the players respect Arteta and like him. I noticed a difference because when Jonas was at Arsenal Women, you could tell the players never really spoke too much about him, like in interviews. Um, so I do feel that for me, you can see the players do love Arteta. Like I said before, we all might have different views on Arteta, but you can tell that the players do look up to Arteta and speak quite highly of him. But yeah, like I said, I hope we get to see Saka sign a new deal. I don't really know whose like contracts do end. Like I'm not too sure at the moment. I know potentially Timber, Saka. I know them too. But yeah, I will have to see. I'm interested to see when does Ben White's contract end. I just want to find out. But yeah, Ben White's been a good player actually. But yeah, good evening guys. Good to see you all here. I trying to see. And also guys, Arteta's contract will be ending soon. Ben White's got a little while actually. Ben White, he signed a new deal in March 24. Oh, Ben might be here to 2028. That's quite a long time. But I think Arteta's contract runs out in 27. I'm interested to see if anything will happen about that. Like, I wonder if Arteta will get his contract extended. I'm interested because I probably wouldn't extend his contract right now, because I think Arteta has to win something for me for him to sign a new deal. That's just my personal opinion, but I think he should. I think he has to win stuff before that. Glad we're keeping these players. Could play a big part in the future success. Yeah, I completely agree. I think it's really important. Like, it's all good signing new players, bringing players in, but I think you need to keep players here for the future, because it's like if you lose Gabriel, or if you lose Saliba, or if you lose Timber, whoever, you're having to rebuild again in the same positions. But yeah, I do think that this is important. Like I said before, we've already seen quite a few players sign a new deal, so yeah, it's really good news. I love Docs for us. Started well until injury vs Roma. Yeah, I think it's a shame some players just have injuries that affect their career. But Chamberlain, I thought he was quite a decent player. I think he was a good player for Arsenal. Then at Liverpool, I think he was good then as well. But yeah, that for me at the time it seemed like a lot of money, but I suppose nowadays that isn't a lot of money really. I think we should be doing better really in getting more money for these players. Like I said, it's hard because with certain players, you're not going to get a lot of money for them if they don't play, if they've got a lot of injuries, and if they're on a big wage, teams aren't going to want to pay for their wages. So that's tough as well. But yeah, I don't know actually. I can find out. Let me just have a look as well. If anyone knows, comment in the live chat. But I'm not 100% sure. I will try and find out now. Let me see which Arsenal. Let me just have a look. Let me just see. I will have a look. Okay, let me just have a look, guys. I do want to answer your question. I'm interested too. I don't know. Do anyone know? I'm trying to find out, guys. I do want to know whose contract, if any of the contract ends in 2026. I know Zinchenko's does. I'm sure Zinchenko's does. So when there is a new deal, so when there is okay. Trossard. Trossard might end next year. That's actually a good possibility that his contract ends. Zinchenko. I think from what I'm reading here, it seems as though Trossard, Zinchenko might be it. Well, that'd be interesting. 50 mil a year, billion spent. Man, definitely start winning. Yeah, absolutely. Has to. There's no excuses. Transfer market gone. These days, 80 mil. Yeah, I think some of the prices for players are a bit mad, but I always say to you, it's not our money, but it is a lot of money. I remember at the time when we signed Ben White, 15 million was a lot, and people were surprised at that. But I always say to you guys, it isn't our money, but it is a lot of money. I think we paid a bit for Declan Rice, but I think it's been worth every penny. Big up to them. Miss Guerra's good and Cafe. Good to see you guys. Big up to chat as well. Please make sure you're liking and subscribing as well. And if you guys have got any questions, do send them in while I'm chatting with you guys. Big up to you. Are you doing play rating of the game tomorrow? Yeah, I will. I'll probably be live tomorrow actually. And there are some women play at 12, I think. So let me just check. Okay, Arsenal women play at Arsenal women play at 12 tomorrow, so I'll probably be live after the game or do a pre-recorded one. No worries, Natalie. But yeah, I'll definitely play ratings. Obviously the women's team have got a big game tomorrow, which I'm excited for. Aston Villa women. I've done a preview, guys, as well of the game if you want to give that a watch. Yeah, so I've been chatting about a bit of everything, not gonna lie. How old do you think I am? I'd love to see how old you think I am. But yeah, guys, I'll probably be on here for about 10 more minutes. If you guys have got any questions, drop them in. I thought I'd go live, so I've not been live really for a little bit, but yeah, I thought I'd come on here. But yeah, so I feel excited. Obviously, the men's team. I don't feel great about playing Newcastle. I do feel a bit nervous. So if Arsenal women can get a win this weekend, that would cheer me up. I'd feel quite positive about that. Big up to yourself. I'm having a good day. I hope you're good too. Hope you're having a wonderful day too. Yeah, all good here. Thank you everyone tuning in right now. But yeah, I will be probably live tomorrow actually. After the women's game, about 2:30ish or whenever it ends. I'm really excited for that one. Hopefully the women's team will win. I want to see what time the men's team play at actually. Let me have a look. Let's see the men's team, what time they play. So Newcastle 4:30. I'll potentially be live for that. I'll do a pre-recorded video for that one. But yeah, I'm excited for both games this weekend, to be honest with you guys. I think it'll be exciting to see. I'd love both Arsenal men and the women's to get a win. I think that would be great. It's always hard when one team does well and the other team doesn't really do as good. So I'm rooting for the team to do well. Thank you so much, PFC TV. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I always appreciate your support. I know you watch my stuff, so thank you all. Thank you so much. But yeah, obviously, big up to everyone that's watching this. Like I said, I've just spoken a bit about Saliba today, his new deal. Arsenal, I briefly went for our Arteta's press conference, but I only watch Arteta's press conferences, to be honest with you, because for me, it's about doing the talking on the pitch, and I'm not bothered what he says. I think it's about how we perform on the pitch. We have to do much better than what we've been doing. Our performances haven't been good enough. I hope he knows that, because they haven't been how they should be. Like, we should be doing it better than what we have been doing. So I think we just have to hopefully do better against Newcastle. But at the same time, if we get 3 points, I'm not going to complain. If we don't play great, I'm not going to complain either. I think we need to just get the win and just get those 3 points, because it's really crazy. Like, we're so early on in the season, but we're 5 points behind Liverpool. If we lose that, that's just crazy. Like, we can easily get ourselves out of this title race, and I think that's why I'm nervous for this game, because you don't want to be out of the title race at this stage. You want to really be in it. I think we're still in it right now. Man City as well, they're quite far behind. Let me just have a look at the table, guys. I'm really interested to see where Man City are. I think there's so many people behind. Like, it is crazy how far behind things are, really. That's what happens though. Like, you can be so far behind easily in the league. God. Okay, so Man City are on 7 points, I think. Let me just share that with you. I just want to chat about the table, actually. Okay, so this is the table. I hope you guys can see this. Yeah, so we're not in a too bad position. You don't really want to be 5 points behind Liverpool at this stage, but it's not the end of the world. Man City are 7 points. Yeah, the thing is though, Man City, they can start the season off slow and then go really good. Like, they have this thing where in the midpoint of the season they do really well, and they just improve like so much. So I just find that crazy how they can just start really slow and then pick up their pace and get back on track. I don't know how we're going to deal with that, but yeah, that's a interesting one. But yeah, that's the table. I will obviously come back in a minute, but it's not bad for us, is it really? I've got to say, Bournemouth and Spurs have done pretty good. I've got to credit to them, even though I hate to say that about Spurs, but Spurs have had a pretty good start to the season. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see if they can stay at that, or how will they do? How will they end the season? But it's so early on right now, guys. You can't really judge anything. It's so hard to say right now, because it's so early on. But I do think there is something we have to do. We have to get the win, obviously. And if we get that win, then I think we can pick up form. I do also feel as though that if we lose this game or draw this game, we're going to be even more behind. So I do have my worries a little bit in this game, but for me, as long as we get the 3 points, to me, that is honestly what matters the most to me. So let's hope we get those 3 points in this game. But yeah, I will be ending this in about 5 minutes. So if you guys have got any last questions you want to ask me about Arsenal, drop them in. Obviously, more than happy to answer them. I will be live tomorrow, probably after the Arsenal women game, about 2:30, around that time. Here's hoping we get the win. I mean, I think we need to get a win tomorrow, and obviously the men's team, I think, play on Sunday. So yeah, a lot of Arsenal this weekend, but I'm very excited. Big up to everyone that's watching this as well. Please make sure you are subscribing as well, as I am getting very close to 4K. And obviously like this video, and if you've got any questions before I end the show, do send them in. Big up to Natalie, who says, what competition have we the best chance to win? Oh, a great question, Natalie. Thank you for your comment. I think if we're being honest, the league is going to be hard to win, because Liverpool right now are unstoppable. I know it's early days, but they've done great. And with the league, I think the league is probably the hardest one to win, because week in, week out, you have to be so consistent. You have to be at your best. I think that's quite tough to do. I think I'd probably say the FA Cups, the League Cup, is probably where we've got our best chance. I think it's incredibly hard for us to go and win the Champions League. With the Champions League, you need luck. You need to have a bit of luck in that as well. But I think it's going to be tough to see how we win. But yeah, to answer your question, I'd probably say the League Cup, the FA Cup. I think those are probably our best shot of winning. So yeah, I'd probably go for that, to be honest with you. I think if we won the League Cup, the FA Cup, I'd be really happy with that. So I hope we can win that. I think that'd be really special. If we could get over the line and win that. But obviously, with the League Champions League, I'm not saying we can't win it. I just don't think it's as likely that we will win it. I think we've got a good chance of the League Cup and the FA Cup to win. So I hope we can win that. I think they'll be great competitions, and um, I've only ever seen Arsenal win the FA Cup, so I would love us to win it. But we're all gonna have to see how we get on. But yeah, we've got Brighton at home, haven't we? And I think it's the League Cup. So yeah, I hope we do win something this season. We have to win something this season. I think we've got a great squad. There's no reason why we can't win anything. Like, we've got so much potential. We've got a lot of great players here. But you just never know. You don't really know as well, if we will. But we've got a great squad. I know as well. I do understand we've had injuries at the moment, but I think we can win stuff. We've got a lot of depth right now, and I think we can do it. So hopefully we will. But big up to everyone that's watched my show today. I know this one was a bit last minute, but it's always great chatting with you guys. So big up to everyone that's watched my show. I will be back tomorrow as the women's team are in action against Aston Villa women. So I'll be back doing a video then. Thank you all for watching my show today. I really appreciate it. It's been great and it's gone so quick. So thank you so much for watching my show. Yeah, I could have a good week, everyone. But Natalie, big up to PFC TV. Good up to all of you guys that have watched my show today. But thank you all for watching. I hope you'll have a wonderful weekend, and we'll be back tomorrow afternoon. Obviously make sure you like and subscribe on the way out, and I will see you all very soon. Bye guys.